In perhaps the biggest matchup of the Pac-12 season so far, the Oregon women's basketball team defeated the Stanford Cardinal 87-55 at a packed Matthew Knight Arena. 2 hat tricks and a shutout. The Oregon men's hockey team crushed Eastern Washington 8-0 in its final regular season game this year. A huge third inning offensively and dominant pitching helped the Oregon baseball team cruise to a shutout win over Milwaukee. On senior night here at Matthew Knight Arena, the Oregon men's basketball team clinched the Pac-12 regular season title with a win over Stanford. Oregon softball fought their way to victory against the Seattle Redhawks in Game 1 of their doubleheader. The Ducks improved to 14-2 on the season and will look to keep the momentum going on Sunday against the Cal Golden Bears. The Ducks finish undefeated in league play this season. Next up is the Pac-8 playoffs this Friday in Lake Tahoe, where they'll look to play for their second straight conference title. The Ducks win their 6th straight game after starting 0-4 and will go for the series sweep against Milwaukee tomorrow at noon. Oregon is the first team in Pac-12 history to take the regular season title in football, men's, and women's basketball. The Ducks finished the season 13-5 in league play and clinched the #1 seed in the Pac-12 tournament, where they will face either Oregon State or Utah in the second round on Thursday. Will the Ducks earn their 21st win of the season? Be sure to tune in to your local channels to find out. From Matthew Knight Arena, from the Rink Exchange, from PK Park, from Jane Sanders Stadium with Duck TV Sports, I'm Dylan Reubenking. The Oregon Ducks men's hockey team won its 2nd straight Pac-8 championship a little over a week ago, with the team earning its 4th championship in a decade. But the team does not gather as much attention from Oregon fans and students as other sports.
I think a lot of people, especially in Oregon, don't really know that we do have a hockey team.
This season, the women's basketball team has averaged more than 10,000 fans, but the Rink Exchange, where the hockey team plays its home games, only fills about a couple hundred in a venue that seats 2,700 people. So why doesn't the hockey team get more support from the athletic department? Well, the answer is simple. They're a club team. According to Jimmy Stanton, the Senior Associate Athletic Director of Communications at the University of Oregon, club sports are under their own umbrella financially since they are not part of the 20 varsity sports at UO. Back in 2018, the Oregon football team was projected for more than $20 million in expenses. Compare those numbers to this year's club sports budget, and you've got chump change. The department only received about $883,000 for 39 club teams to pay for advertising, travel, gear, the list goes on. Ben Prawl, who is the program director for club sports at UO, has been working inside the department for the past 4 years and understands some of the burdens that the lack of funding puts on these club athletes.
Put a lot of emphasis on fundraising for the teams, and we require a minimum amount, a 15% minimum amount based on their starting allocation.
But even with their financial struggles, the team is still optimistic about getting their names out.
It's always one of our goals to get more recognition, both within the university and within the greater hockey community. And I think we've actually achieved that to a great degree.
With Duck TV Sports, I'm Dylan Reubenking.
The last few seasons under Coach Cristobal has seen some of the best recruiting classes that the program's ever seen. What do you think it is about Coach Cristobal and this coaching staff that makes the U of O such a desirable spot?
I'd say he's really gets close with his recruits, I'd say, especially on my part. I feel like me and him built a good relationship, but he also built a good relationship with my dad and my mom and my whole family, really. And I never even got to get up there to really – I talked to him in person probably like twice when he's come to the school. So I think that's kind of a big thing. He gets really close to his recruits and treats us like family.
So take me to opening day on the 4th of May, because you've played in over 140 major league games with tens of thousands of fans every night, and you enter the stadium and there's nobody there. And can you kind of describe that experience, what it's like to walk out to just nobody?
It's tough. It's my best way to describe it is like playing backfield minor league baseball. It's still baseball, but it's not baseball. We're entertainers at the end of the day too. We're athletes and entertainers, and when there's no one there to entertain, it's like guys don't have the fire sometimes. It's like you're playing. You're playing on a Friday night in front of thousands, and it's awesome. You're amped up. You're excited. Now it's kind of like you were excited to finally play baseball again, but after the first couple of weeks, it kind of just went, all right, now I'm playing, but there's no fans. It's It is what it is. But we are excited that we are playing. Don't get me wrong. We are super excited we're playing because we know no one else is playing. We're super excited we're playing. Just not having the fans there is tough.
Dylan Reubenking, Duck TV.
Coach, speaking about the run game and that UCLA pressure, on Saturday after the game, you said that your offensive line had to do some things that they hadn't quite done before. In the first 2 weeks, they hadn't really seen a team that moved around pre-snap like the Bruins did. How do you think that your offensive line handled it, and what did you learn about your group going forward?
Well, I don't think the pre-snap movement caused any or not many identification issues. I think the play of a couple of their linemen and some of the post-snap stuff affected us some, but angles, hat position, landmarks, hand placement were probably more of the things to look at and analyzing, and going back and looking at the game that will continue to need improvement to continue making progress towards the offense we want to be.
What does it mean to finally be able to cut down the nets at Matthew Knight Arena to clinch this title?
Well, it's good for the guys. I didn't get up there. I was afraid I'd fall off. It's good for the fans, and it's good for the guys. The first one we won, we were at USC, and I remember where we were with the 16-2. Where were we? Oregon State. So, I did. I like it for the guys. I like it for the fans. Symbolic of accomplishing something. And I told the guys, I've been fortunate. I'm coached 40 years. I haven't won that many, or my teams haven't. So it means a lot to me. And I told them I hope it means a lot to them because the University of Oregon, we haven't cut down the nets that often. And any chance we get, but we'd sure like to keep it going when that's 3 and 5 years. And for us to continue to do that, we need to continue to develop players, and continue to get good players, and have a few stay like Peyton and really develop. So, but I'm happy for everybody. It was a good game.
Can you put into context how